it play and call it work.
Hey there, Wargamers! Luka from MiniWarGaming to show off some printable scenery. We ourselves have acquired quite the collection thanks to Matthew at Adepticon, hounding them to give him the pretty stuff they had for display. As you can see here, we have a lot of different sets of the types of terrain that they offer at Printable Scenery. We have an elven set, or a wood elven set. We have an ice set. We have a sunken ship underwater set. We have a dwarven set. We have a normal ship in the back corner there. And we have a human structure to the right. Of course, I will be giving you a closer look at all of these pieces of modular terrain in a moment. And yes, that is right. These are all modular. They all come apart. I will go to each set of these pieces of terrain to show you exactly what I mean by that and the different applications you could use them for. Right away, wargaming. But some of the modular pieces here are perfect for your tabletop role-playing games such as Dungeons and Dragons or Pathfinder, as for some examples. The way Printable Scenery works, it helps if you have a printer of your own, but you don't need one. And by printer, I mean 3D printer. You go to the website and you buy the rights to the files so that you yourself can print them at home. And then you could mass produce your own tables of elven terrain, dwarven terrain, northern waste terrain, or southern waste terrain even, underwater ghost ships, and of course go to the website because they have many more than just this. This is an example of what they offer and an example of what it looks like after it's painted. It takes very well to paint. Tons of details on all these pieces of terrain. Again, I will show you in a moment when we get to that towards the end of the video. Now, if you don't have a printer, they do offer a service where you can buy it and then they have another company print it for you and then ship it to you. So you could buy a large amount of terrain printed from them and it would be shipped to you through a third party. And as always, all the information you will need for Printable Scenery will be located in the description down below for easy access. What say we get a closer, more personal look at the sets we hear? Let's start off with the Frozen set we have here at the studio. Now, that doesn't mean this can only be a Northern or Southern Pole Frozen set. This could be anything your imagination deems it to be. It could literally be like chemical waste piles, or it could be natural spring pools. These could be underground water thingies. It could be anything you want. These could be rocks. These could be... Now, these printed pieces here are not modular. They're just single pieces, all 3D printed, just large chunks. They turn out really good, and they take the paint pretty well. Let's take a look at the Wood Elven set we have here. To the modular state of it all, these walls are all flexible. As you can see, they bend in, they separate. These are singular pieces, but they're all clipped together, and they stick together very well when they are clipped together, and it takes just a little bit of force to pull them apart, not too much, and they're pretty durable too. They don't break. The clips are good and sturdy, and you could print out a bunch of these, make an entire walled settlement, or just make little ruined walls like we have here. Again, these all clip together. These are several 3D printed pieces all stuck together. The larger buildings they offer are modular in the sense that the roofs come off, so you have easy access inside for your pen and paper role-playing games like Dungeons and Dragons and Pathfinder. As you can see right inside, and you'll see that this similar feature across the other larger buildings we have here on the table. Big fan of the trees here as well. Large 3D printed pieces with mushrooms and rocks. A lot of detail to paint. To make them any color, you can make them very beautiful. And of course, just add flock to the top. Any type of flock you want. We got a boat in the corner here. This comes with a lot of modular pieces. Everything here is a little separate, and you get a little war machine, a little ballista in there, and little shields and stuff. So if you wanted to, you just print these ballistas separate. They serve many uses. Got the spooky sunken pirate ship. You don't have to paint it as a pirate ship, but if you want a pirate ship, this is a good piece of printed terrain. And again, an example of the frozen stuff over there. You could do something like this with it and make it look like it's like deep in the ocean, really unnatural chemical bubbling pool thingy, something that is clearly not very safe. And you can just print this sunken ship as just a normal waterlogged gross ship underwater. I find it sometimes hard to find good dwarven terrain, and this is certainly good dwarven terrain. These giant dwarf statues, excellent at the front of any large gatehouse or any pathway leading to a dwarven underground fortress, or heck, even an above ground statue leading to a giant dwarven mountain. We have 2 of them here. Print them out, paint them yourself, and they can look just like this. Fully modular dwarven wall, just on the outskirts of any fortress. It all comes apart. These all come off, so you can see on the inside. You can see little doors leading into each tower. These wall sections are all separate as well. And again, more access to the inside. You can print broken walls if you wanted to, broken towers if you wanted to. I don't believe this part comes off, but I'm sure you could. This little piece here is an addition. This is an example of some of the parts that clip in and clip out. As you can see, it's got 3 different attach points. You can attach it there, you can attach it in the middle, or you can attach it on this side if you wanted to. And the clip here is a little modular too, as you can wiggle it to the left or right. Obviously, in this situation, you'd want it straight. So that clips back on there. Large dwarven tower, large impressive entrance, and yes, this entire tower does come apart level by level. So you can see inside of that little part there. You can see inside of this little part here. You can then take this level off, and then you can see there, and then there, and then there, and you get the idea. Lots of pieces to this one. Even the little doors open and close on their own too. The same thing is true for this human structure. If you don't want a dwarven one, it is a large inn or watchtower, maybe a garrison, and it comes apart at multiple levels. So you can see the inside of every level. You see the staircase goes down, and hey, look, the big tower comes apart there, and then comes apart here, and comes apart there. That is what we have for Printable Scenery here at the studios. Again, go check them out at the link down in the description. And as always, happy wargaming, everyone.